Joined up here with also joined by Matty Davies, head coach. Obviously, really up and down weekend. You know, coming into this against two very tough opponents, a really tough road game down the MK, a place where we have struggled for a couple of years to find a victory. And then against a Yorkshire rival and the Steel Dogs on such an emotive night, how would you sum up the weekend?
Honestly, I thought this weekend was brilliant. Honestly, I think, look, tonight we obviously would want to win, of course, but I think looking at the way we've played all weekend, I'm real proud of the lads. And you know, to go there last night and do what we did, you know, we had a game plan going in and we really stuck to it, everybody. And tonight, you know, I come away from the game and I felt like we was on top for a lot of it. Look, they've got dangerous players, and you know, I think we gave, you know, I think it was probably a tale of sort of, you know, special teams probably told the story. You know, we gave away the one there on the PP, which was tough, you know, on their PP, sorry, in the start of the third, and that was a tough one. And our PP just wasn't quite clicking tonight. We got one, but I think, you know, we had plenty of chances there to get us level, and yeah, but I think looking at the performance and the way the lads have all, you know, worked and bought in, I think, you know, top to bottom tonight, I think it was just a great night. Best remembrance, you know, performance I've been a part of ever. I think it was really good, and yeah, it was a great night. Obviously, look, we want to win, of course we do, especially against them. It's obviously you know, a rivalry and all that, but look, you can just come away sometimes and go, look, we've done everything, and it just wasn't quite there.
Obviously, you look around the league and the results this weekend, it just shows, you know, how tight things are. You know, everyone is beating everybody every single week, and it just goes to show you can't look at one weekend. It's a difficult one it's an easy one. They're all going to be, you know, difficult, aren't they? You know, look ahead to next weekend and two more tough games. A trip to Telford, a rink that we've had some troubles in over the last year and a bit. And then obviously the Leeds Knights come to town and they've had an up and down weekend. You know, obviously they've got their, you know, loss tonight against the Basingstoke Bison after, you know, they've been on an up and down sort of in a form, you know, after a good result against us last week. So how do you get the boys G'd up this week, you know, after a couple of good performances, not getting the 4 points though, to go then to, you know, to Telford on Saturday night?
I think the boys are G'd up now. Anyway, I think we've seen that all weekend. I think we've had our tough, you know, spell, and tonight is tough to lose, but you know, you look at the performance, we played really well. You know, we outshot them quite heavily. You know, we clearly had a lot of grade A chances to score. The goalie played well, and they saw the game out, which, you know, on another night we get a point and, you know, maybe we win. But yeah, it's look, the boys, they're ready. They know they're ready now. They want to. You know, for me, I think everybody's sort of together. I think we've played some good stuff for a while now. It's not as if we're losing one, we're winning one, which we need to sort that. We need to make sure we can get on a run and win some games. But at the end of the day, from my side, the performance is so much better, and consistently, you know, we're getting performances out of the lads. And yeah, look, it is what it is. Next weekend will be tough. Every game is this league now. There is no game that you're going to go into thinking, yeah, we're going to win that. It's just every night's tough. And yeah, that's just where we're at. But the good thing about that is, you know, you get on a run and you find yourself higher. But yeah, for me, we just got to keep doing what we're doing. Really, like I said, I'm proud of the lads. I'm proud of the team. The way we've dug in this weekend. They have all been unreal. Geordie was unreal last night, and I think tonight it's not on Geordie. Like, you know, they've got dangerous players. The PP is obviously really good. And yeah, I think just like I say, on another night, you know, we get back into the game and maybe we win, you know, over time. But yeah, fair play, they got the job done. But yeah, I think for me, positive, we go away from this weekend, we're playing good stuff, and we've just got to obviously keep this going. And obviously the lad coming in is going to give people a push. Everybody, like I mentioned this week, you know, it's not just about the imports, it's about everybody getting better, and that's what we need.
Looking ahead then to obviously the games, I want to just question a couple of players, one you've just alluded to. Bartholomew, of course, great to have him, you know, one rejoined but two back. You know, we're all going to see him very shortly, but How's his week going to look? Do you expect him to play 1-2 games next weekend once he's got a bit of time on the ice? Is it a bit too early to know? And also Bobby Chamberlain, of course, rested last night, still maybe dealing with a little bit of an injury now. He, I believe, late addition to play back tonight. So how are we managing Bobby going forward?
Well, Brock's got a tough week coming. He's been off the ice for far too long. Look, I think it's great news. You know, the fact that Brock's back, whether it's, you know, the 5 imports or not, I just think, for me, I look at it like, you know, we should have got Brock back last year. We all love Brock. I think everyone, you know, can say the same. It's gonna be a while till Brock finds his feet, but we know the quality that Brock has. And yeah, he'll play. He's gonna play all the games because he needs to. He needs to get back in there. He needs to get playing. And look, the 5 is obviously a decision that's going to have to be made by me, and it is what it is. It's just who I think's going to go, and that's how it's going to be for now. Look, I mentioned this before. Like, I don't want to get rid of anybody particularly, but at the end of the day, we are an 8th, and it's not good enough for us. So you know, we have to push people. We've got to get people going. Not just imports, it's everybody. We've got to find a way to win consistently. And yeah, like I say, I think it's great news we've got him back. Everyone loves him here. We'll see him now, but yeah, he's got a tough week ahead. He's got some work to do. So, but it'll be great to see him back out there next week for sure.
And just on managing Bobby, of course, so he didn't play
Sorry,
last
yeah.
night.
Bob's a nightmare. It doesn't matter what you say to him, he's playing. So
That's in general or the injury?
the plan was 2 weeks. He's not playing, but it's good luck getting him off. He's just like, yeah. He's texted me 15 times today, asking all these. I just like, in the end, you just play if you want. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just him all over. So what are you gonna say to someone like that who just cares so much about it? And I mean, he's just epitomises this team, this club. He's the right captain for us, and tonight he could have scored about 5. Honestly, on another night he probably does. So yeah, Bob will play. We'll see. But look. At the end of the day, I like the team. I really like the team. I like what we've got. I mentioned this in the summer. You know, the 4 import forwards, all that stuff. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I love the D. I love the forwards. I love what we've got. We've just got to do it consistently well. And the lads have got to play to the way I want them to play, because when we do, like last night and tonight for a lot of the game, we look like a very good team. So yeah, we move on. It's a good weekend, positive, and let's get the big lad in.
Thank you very much, Head Coach Matty Davies.
Cheers.